Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Rise of the Cyber Ninja. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, yeah, it's going to be Naruto X Cyberpunk crossover, and this might not be a ship story as well. And yeah, we'll see where this one leads. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my second channel as well because I will be uploading a story there soon. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins 10 years after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure Sato, as we go towards the said village to see that everyone was on and about their daily work, as the civilians were busy with their jobs and the shinobis were doing their duties, going in and out of the village, doing the missions that were assigned to them. The Anbus were patrolling and were also returning from the long-term missions. The Kage was working and so was the council. And in another section of the village, the next generation of the shinobis and konoichis were being taught and prepared for the future. And that place was known as the Ninja Academy of Konoha. As now we go towards one such class where laughter was heard throughout the whole area. That class consisted of many of the clan heads' kids as well as the future potential clan heads. And the leader of the said class and the in charge was Iruka Umino and his assistant Mizuki, as they were currently sighing and shaking their head with visible disappointment. I can't believe this, Naruto. This is the third time that you failed, and without even achieving a single mark on the test. At this rate, you're gonna fail again this year, and would not become a shinobi. But I'm trying, Sensei. I'm trying my hard. It's just that the test is too difficult. What is there too difficult about the test? Huh? Are you that dumb? Said Iruka, because Naruto was now really testing his patience, as Naruto visibly was now looking confused, as he looked at everyone who was laughing at him with wide eyes, even his supposed friends, Shikamaru and Choji. What a drag, you idiot. Come on, at least try for once. It's not that hard. Even Choji passed it. Yeah, Naruto, you're not that dumb. As everyone was laughing, and his rival, or supposedly rival as he claimed to be, Sasuke Uchiha, just scoffed at him. Pathetic. And Naruto did something that he has never done. Usually now he would have laughed and shared the laugh, enduring it with everyone else. But this time around, he pushed back Iruka and dashed away outside of the class. As instead of being shocked, Kiba then said, look at the dope, running away like usual. As everyone was laughing now, except for one girl, Hinata. But she too had to admit that that was quite dumb and even cracked a smile at that, just to blend in with everyone else. And as for Iruka, he was quite shocked by this. Now as this was going on, we find Naruto on the outskirts of the village, in a field that was, well, abandoned, where Naruto never has went, but this was the first time he went there, ignoring the sign that said, warning, this is a testing field. There may or may not be some explosive seals or explosives hidden under the ground for testing purposes. Naruto somehow ended up venturing into the testing grounds of the said village, where the shinobis, who were quite innovative and creative, were present. As this was going on, one such camera, the invention of the said village, picked up something. And now we see and shinobi running towards their leader. Sir, Commander V, what is it? There has been a movement in the landmine field that you created. What? Who went there? A kid. Naruto Uzumaki. What? What is he doing here? Who allowed him to venture there? Where are the guards? Nobody was there. Shit, I have to go now. As now we see the person known as V dashing outside on the outskirts where the field was situated. As after he arrived there, he heard an explosion. No, oh god, no. Not again. As he dashed inside to see that his worst fears were coming true, there laid a kid on pile of his own chunks as well as blood. Naruto's half or more than half body was exploded. Shit. As many of the other Anbus arrived. What are we gonna do, sir? Bring him into the Anbus intensive care unit. I'll be there after informing the Hokage of the sudden incident and lock down the field. And this time around, do the job properly. God damn it. Yes, sir. As now we see that Hiruzen was sitting inside his office and doing his paperwork. Everything is just boring. Until he heard the explosion and got on an alert. Anbu, where is that explosion coming from? From the testing field, sir. V and his shenanigans again. I hope nothing bad happens or someone doesn't get hurt. As after 10 or 15 minutes we see V bursting through the door. Okage-sama, bad news. What is it, V-san? I hope that nobody's injured this time around with your shenanigans. Actually there is someone who is injured. And he's not part of my, unit. What? Someone outside of unit was hurt. Do you know what this means? I could potentially label this as an, threat to the whole village and the civilians and ban this experimentation further on. I know, Okage-sama, but please, you have to come. It's Naruto Uzumaki. What? More than his half of the body is exploded into chunks, and not even his bones remained. Oh my god, where is he? Anbu's intensive care unit. As now we see, V and Hiruzen arrived there. Oh my god, said Hiruzen after witnessing what was in front of him. More than half of Naruto's body was exploded. What was he doing outside of the academy? He shouldn't be here. And this accident wouldn't have happened. I don't know, Kage-sama, but that is the answer you only can get from Iruka, I believe. Anbu, bring Iruka Umino here, instantly. And more than 5 minutes later, Iruka was standing in front of Hiruzen. Iruka, explain this to me. Oh my god, what happened to him? That is what I would like to know. Why did he venture outside of the village into the testing field? What? He went there? I was searching for him. Tell me what happened. I would like to know that as well, since I myself am partially responsible for this. Today there was an incident in the class. Everyone was, making fun of him. I was angry at him because he was continuously failing in his tests, and I don't know why. He usually just laughs at this and acts normal, but he just dashed outside and he looked scared. And that was the first time I saw that expression on Naruto. And that is when I decided to go look for him, but I couldn't find him. Thanks, Iruka. And I'm happy to know that at least you had the common sense to go and search for him. But that doesn't give the right for the whole class to make fun to him. And henceforth I'm removing Naruto from the shinobi program altogether because look at him. He cannot, be a shinobi any longer. All thanks to, I guess it's no one's fault. You can leave. As after that, Iruka with a heart broken left. As now we see, V only stood there. Hokage-sama, there might be a chance for him to become a shinobi. What do you mean? I had the files prepared. The Cybernatic Shinobi program, remember? That was, I remember, cancelled by the whole council because they believed that this might be too dangerous. I myself have done the cybernetic implantation on myself. Turning one's skin into metal does not make him invincible, V-san. I have told you, and I believe so did Minato. You mean the same Minato that abandoned him for the sake of a prophecy? We do not speak about that matter. I know what Minato did, and I respect that. You respect him? He willingly left behind his family, knowing that his son might come to hate him when the truth might be found, alongside his wife. But he is doing this for our sake. I at least believe this much in my student's choice. You mean Jiraiya-san? Yes. I might need Sensei's help. You mean Tsunade? Yes. She was my sensei as well. And knowing her, she might not come back, but at least I can try to convince her, because she might be able to be in on this program. This might be a project to finally allow the shinobis who have lost their limbs to reattach them back, or at least have new limbs so they can work perfectly fine in the whole environment of the village and not feel like outcast or burden. Hiruzen thought as he was stroking his beard. Alright, but only if Tsunade agrees to this. Alright, I'll see what I can do. And can you send a letter to Minato? I will try, but I don't expect to get any response back. I have tried to send many letters regarding Naruto, but so far no response has been arrived back. It is the life of their kid. They had to be at least this much conscious of him. I know. As now we go towards Hiruzen as he was walking back, while V has gone on his own way to get his sensei after finding out where she was. Tanabata town, a usual place for casinos where she was more likely to be found. As now we go towards Hiruzen, in his office as he was writing a letter, as a small monkey appeared. Haru-san, please deliver this to my student. Tell him this is an urgent, code black message regarding Naruto. Hi, and please bring back a response as well. As now we go towards the said Shinobi, Jiraiya, who was mentioned there, one of the Sanin who was busy training at the Toad Mountain alongside, well, his student and his godchild, Menma. And now we see a monkey arrived there, alongside a toad. Jiraiya, a letter has arrived from your sensei. Wait, what do you mean, Bunta? A letter? I told you do not, give me this letter and stuff. I'm busy with teaching my godson and my student. I know, but it's a code black regarding Naruto. What? What happened to Naruto? Said instantly Minato as he was at least this much conscious of his kid. As he jumped down of where he was training while meditating, as he grabbed the scroll and was beginning to read it. As he got to the part what happened to Naruto, the scroll was yanked out of his hand and was thrown into the pond, in which it dissolved instantly. But Sensei, it could be serious. I mean, Naruto could have been hurt. Wait, what happened to Naruto? Said Menma. Nothing happened. You know how Sensei is. He might have gotten hurt while training. Nothing bad else. As he looked towards Harusan. Please tell him, Harusan, that do not bother us. We are busy with, teaching the child of prophecy regarding his powers. The kid will be fine. I'm sure of it. As after that, Haru then, with a frown, then said, very well then. This is your final response, right? Did I stutter? Said Jiraiya, turning back. No, you didn't. I just wanted to confirm that. As after that we see, Haru arrived back at the Hokage office. So, where's the letter? He said to not bother us with this sort of stuff. Who? Jiraiya? Yes. Can't believe that damn idiot. He must have thrown the scroll, didn't he? Well, knowing your student is the best. I guess you know what he did then. I'll be out of your head then. Alright, thank you, Haru-san. And send my regards to Enma-san as well. I will. As after that we see, back at the Mount Miyaboku, Jiraiya was currently in a fierce battle with Kushina and Minato, a verbal battle. Our son's life is on the line, or could be, said Jiraiya. It was a code black, and Hiruzen-sama wouldn't use that unless Naruto was in very much serious condition or in danger. I know, but seriously, come on. You have the whole world to save. I mean, Menma has the whole world to save. He needs you more than Naruto does. I'm sorry to say this, but I am leaving. I have to go back to my child, said Kushina. Then go, Kushina. You have taught whatever was required to Menma. Wait, what? I'm going as well. No, Menma, you're not. You have to make at least this much sacrifice. Sacrifice to save everyone. One life does not become greater than all the others. It does to Uzumaki, if it means to save the life of one of your clansmen and one of your own's blood, said Kushina. We can be at least this much selfish, Jiraiya. I accepted this proposal to arrive here to train my son while leaving my other one behind because I thought that the villagers will take care of him. And I was swayed by your words, but not now. I told you clear as crystal at the time we arrived here that if and only if, God forbid, anything happens to my child, I'll be running back to him in an instant. If Minato and Menma can't see that, and neither can you, then so be it. I'll be leaving. Wait, Kushina. No, Minato. I'm leaving. Let her leave, Minato. at least one of the parents will be with their kids. Knowing that, at least you would have some sort of relaxation of mind knowing Kushina is there with him. You can now completely focus on Menma. But I want to know my sibling's condition as well. He's my brother. I I know I have never seen him and all, but you will, kid. Once you're ready, you will go back to him and you'll all be a family. He has no right to reject that. He can't. You are all bound by blood. Your parents' blood flow through your and his veins. He can't reject that, no matter how much he tries to. He will be stubborn for a bit, a year or so, and after that he has to come to an acceptance. He will accept you. Sensei, enough, Minato. Alright, Sensei. I know that Kushina is with him and everything will be fine. Good. Good. As now we go towards V-san, who has finally arrived at Tanabata Town and was able to track down Tsunade as well and explain the whole situation to her. So let me get this straight. You want to, push for this cybernetic enhancement project of yours on Naruto, who has suddenly lost more than half of his body. Yes. He will need cybernetic lungs, enhanced metal skeleton, as well as many implants. What about the cyber psychosis that is mentioned? Might be inevitable once more than enough of your body parts are transplanted with the cybernetic parts. I believe the QB's personality can suppress that. Naruto is the perfect candidate here, and not only that, the situation arises for it. His life is dependent upon it. He will lose everything like this, and I feel somewhat responsible for all of this because I was careless in allowing the people who guard the field to stop him. I see. You have suddenly grown me, and I respect that. But why me? Because you, Sensei, have the ability to guide me. And you were also one of the people who pushed for this project back then. Yeah, I know. Fine, kid. I'll come back. I'll be the head of this project as you want me to be. Yes, but that doesn't mean that I will stay there. After the project is successful, I will leave. Fine then, Sensei. Have it your way, but please at least come back. Good. I am going to come back. As now we see, 1 week later, Naruto was still in a comatose state, and the academy has been called off for the time being because Iruka felt responsible for what has happened and was not in the right state of mind after seeing Naruto's condition. As for the kids, they were just enjoying their holidays, and as for Naruto, he was in a comatose state. And that is when we see Kushina arrive at Konoha, and soon after her were Tsunade and V-san. Oh, hey V-san. Tsunade-sama. Kushina, how have you been? Where are Minato and the others? I believe you left, right? And left one of the kids here. You know, if Mito's Bachan was alive, she wouldn't have. As Kushina flinched, I know. She would have hated me for that and even labeled me as a kin deserter. But believe me when I say this, I was persuaded by, Jiraiya and, that doesn't matter. What's done is done. So what should we do now? Said Kushina. Well, we said, how about we go see Naruto first? Yeah. As Kushina had now a bad feeling when instead of arriving at the normal hospital, they arrived at the intensive care unit, where the most troubled as well as the endangered patients were kept. And once they arrived at the room where a lot of beeping sounds were heard, they saw the living corpse of Naruto in a comatose state. Oh my god. As Kushina literally had a heart attack and was close to fainting if it wasn't for Tsunade and, we being there, giving her a air hypo and bringing her back to her senses. As she was visibly shaking, oh my god. What happened? It's partially my responsibility to tell you that I am partially responsible for this because he ventured into the testing field unnoticed, and as soon as I got the message, arrived there, and it was already too late. I couldn't stop it. I see. So no one was responsible for this. He ventured there on his own? Why? As everything was explained to her by V, and she was downright enraged because of what has happened. Kushina-sama, please, I beg of you, do not do anything irrational. What do you mean irrational? I'm not gonna do anything. In the end, it was, well, them who didn't treat him well. And I can't do anything about that. Naruto did fail test, and it is all my fault, and Minato's as well. As parents, we failed Naruto. We failed him greatly. But you are here, aren't you, Kushina? You can still make things right. I hope I can, Tsunade-sama. You will. We just need your consent. Consent for what? You see, as V and Tsunade begin to persuade Kushina and begin to explain to her that there might be a chance for Naruto after this operation. I see. So you're gonna cyberly enhance him with implants and replace the damage on his body. Yes. Alright. If it gives my son another chance at life, so be it. I don't want him to be reliant on anyone, including myself. I cannot bring myself back to, his life after what has happened. What do you mean, Kushina? I must pay for my crimes. As an Uzumaki, it was my and only my fault alone to leave one behind. And I agreed to it. I consented to it. And I will be the one who pays for it first. As after that we then tried to console her, but it didn't work. And she just told them to continue on with their, operation. And 2 days later on, the operation surgery was scheduled. And it began. Piece by piece, Naruto's body parts were replaced. His lungs, even his veins and intestines, everything was replaced by cybernetic parts. And even his skeleton. The damaged chunks of his brain was replaced by the cybernetic gelatin brain that they have created. And his backbone, which was crushed half of it was replaced by St. Winston, a device that was created by V himself. And after the surgery was completed, after 72 hours of continuous operating, the tired doctors came out, mainly Tsunade and V in the end. The surgery was successful. All of his body parts are replaced, and yeah, he is now 99.9% cybernetic. And there is only one caution that we must take before you're allowed or anyone is allowed to meet him. What do you mean, Tsunade? You see, everything was fine until that St. Winston that we installed in his backbone, replacing it. That allows him to travel within milliseconds at distant places as well as in combat. Be fast enough that nobody, even the dojutsu, cannot catch up. But continuous use of it allows us to develop a, disease that comes with it. Cyberpsychosis. What is it? You see, I had a friend, we said. His name was Adam Smasher. He, before I came here, became a cyber psycho, before I had to put him down. He became so infatuated with the cyber implants that he, basically was a walking tank. He was 100% cyborg now. What? Yes. And it got to him bad. In the end, I had to do cyber implants on myself to stop him, put an end to his, life. Because he was in danger to most of the people around. V, I'm still surprised that how you wound up here. Let's just say I'm grateful that I wound up here, Sensei. And not back there. What do you mean? Back at your home? That was not a home. That was a cesspool that I escaped. And I'd rather not talk about that. And everyone respected that so far. And I hope that they can continue to do so. Trust us, we do. Alright, Sensei. Looks like Naruto will be awoken within a few hours. He will be in deep pain because most of his body is replaced, alongside his skin. What do you mean, his skin? I had to, I'm sorry. Most of his body is now cybernetic parts, one attached to the other one. The most strongest shinobi walking amongst the planet now, maybe. No, the strongest cybernetic shinobi. I see, said Kushina, as both of them left, as Tsunade, or more like Kushina, remained there, as she was watching out from the window inside the room. As 2 more days passed, as finally Naruto woke up. Where am I? As his vision was different. There were some thingies in his eyes, as he could recall. Congratulations, kid. You made it through. Who are you? as a digital appearance of QB was appearing now, sitting outside of his mindscape. As Naruto was shocked to see it. Who are you? Calm down. It's because of your new body that the doctor has given you. I myself have been turned into, well, this. And you need me, kid. More than anything. You're the. Yes, you got that right. I am the Kyubi no Yoko. And the one they all call the demon. Wait, what? So how can I? Because you have my soul trapped inside your guts because of your father. Because he placed me there. Wait, my father, but the fourth Hokage, you guessed correct. Fourth Hokage was or is your father. What do you mean he died, didn't he? Oh no, kid, he didn't. He is very much alive. And you see that woman outside? As Naruto looked the other way to see a woman resting outside on a chair with red hair. Yeah? That there is your mother. She was contacted, I believe, after you know what happened, the explosion. And she arrived back. She feels guilty for what she has done. And she's ready to make up for her mistakes. That is only if you allow her back. Why wouldn't I? I'm happy to have a family. And what do you mean I need you aside from that? And what do you mean my father is not here and he left me here? As Kyubi began to explain everything to Naruto, and after Naruto realized what has been going on, he was heartbroken. I see. So he still didn't came. That is only something your mother can't tell. But she is here because she regrets her mistake. You see, Uzumaki's are a loyal bunch, and she regrets because she wasn't loyal to that code. Left one of her own behind for the sake of the other one. And now when your life was in danger, only then her motherly instinct rose, I guess, and she came back. I see. Naruto said with a smile. You're just way too much simple, kid. Always hiding behind the stupid mask of a failure. You're much more than that. Even I can see that. Oh, so you noticed. I live within your mind, kid. And I know what you are thinking 24/7. And to be honest, I respect that. What? You what? Yes, Naruto. I somehow feel responsible for all that you have taken in and put on a smile, while also being constantly reminding yourself to be like this, so that you don't have to face more harsh words. As Naruto had tears in his eyes. You shouldn't cry, kid. Even your eyes were transplanted, and I don't know how they will act. What do you mean? And what is this going on? What is going on? Focus your eyes on something. As Naruto did, as instantly his vision zoomed in so much that he could see each and every bit and speckle of dust. Whoa, what is this? Your body has been replaced. All thanks to the engineer as well as the scientist. Student of Tsunade sent you, me, who also felt guilty for what has happened to you. You somehow ventured into his testing field, which was left unguarded. And due to that guilt, he placed each and every bit of cybernetic parts that he had into you. And you have become 99.9% a cyber ninja. A what? Yes, because you are going to still become a ninja, right? Plus you have cybernetic parts in your body. That makes you a cyber ninja. I see. As then he looked towards Kyubi. And what do you mean, Kyubi-san? Kurama. You can call me that now. Kurama. I see. That's a nice name. What did you want to say, kid? I wanted to ask, what do you mean by, I need you? Like, what are you expressing? Trust me, it will be painful. Do you wish to experience it? Okay. As Naruto then for the first time experienced cyber psychosis, only for 2 seconds, and in an instant he saw that he was on the other side of the room, and his hand was punched straight throughout the wall. As his eyes were wide and as he was panting, what the? As Kurama then appeared there, as if he was glitching in and out of the system as well. You see, that is what I meant. Your mind is in a continuous battle with the cyber psychosis, and only I am blocking it away. I'm still trying to destroy it for some reason, and it won't just go away. My guess is that it is because of your cybernetic parts, and henceforth, You and I, kid, are bound to be stuck with one another forever. What do you mean? What I mean to say is, kid, you're more than something else than a human now. A robot. A cyber being. You can't be killed, basically. Meaning you can't die. So? So you mean I'm... Yes, pretty much immortal, kid. So, I guess we're stuck together. And that is why I'm trying to be a friend to you. Because we're gonna stay together for a long, long time. Thank you, Kurama. And that is when he heard footsteps. In an instant, he was now on high alert, as instantly from his left arm, a mantis blade came out, and his right arm, well, instantly turned into a knuckle that visibly turned into metal. Whoa, what is this? Battle mode engaged. In his vision, a side message popped up. Whoa, what is going on? You're in a battle mode currently. Disengage right now. Disengage! Naruto yelled out as everything retracted back into his body as normal. Naruto, what happened? Said a man, as Naruto began to scan him as his whole record and data history came out. Bison? Ah, I guess the optics are working fine. As everyone looked at V, who was smiling. What do you mean his optics? Kazan. Naruto said, looking towards Kushina, who has gotten up because of the commotion, and finally took the courage to step in. So you're finally back, Naruto said with a smile. Why did you leave me, though? As Kushina broke down and began to explain what happened. You see, what happened was, in a flashback, as 10 years ago, Naruto was given to Hiruzen, as Kushina was crying, as her hands were shaking doing this. I'm sorry, Naruto. I wish I had a choice. I'm so sorry. Don't force yourself, Kushina. You as well, Minato. But Hokage-sama, I don't feel right about this. Come on, Minato. You know that one life is not so precious over the rest of them. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Everyone will respect that, even Naruto one day, because of Menma's greatness and all. I believe in that. So should you please trust me? I guess so, Sensei. I guess so. I only hope. I'm sorry, son. I hope you can forgive me. As after that, Kushina, too, with a tearful goodbye left. As now we have end of the flashback as we come to the present, where we see Kushina crying, and that is how we left. I'm sorry, son. As this was going on, Naruto instantly sensed a being or two beings watching from far away because of his heightened senses, as they were marked in red danger, unknown specimen. Their target, presumably you. And in an instant, Naruto's Senbei instant activated. Battle mode was engaged. Kid, go now. As everything stopped, and Naruto arrived there to see that there were two figures with black cloaks and red clouds, one with a mask, and Naruto used his heightened speed to slice and dice through each and every one of them. And then his right hand turned into a cannon, and Naruto blasted them to the bits. And after confirming the kill, as the red lining around them disappeared, Naruto right back where he was standing, and the battle mode disengaged. As that is when Naruto returned back to normal. I just wish that we could have done something, son. As Naruto's eyes were widened, as we looked at him. Wait, Kushina, stop. Naruto, did you use Senbei? What is that? Senbei is the thing that is implanted in your back. It gives you heightened level of senses and speed, but using it too much can literally fry your brain out. Do not use it too much. I will try. As QB appeared there, as one of Naruto's eyes turned red with slits, as everyone was now scared. You don't have to worry about that. I am here to protect the kid. And since I have gained most of my chakra back, I have found a way to stop the cyber psychosis, as well as, his battle mode from engaging and his body taking the toll. Takubi, you guessed right. What are you doing there, Kurama? Naruto asked in his mind. Shut up, kid. They need to know. I see. As Kushina said, what are you doing to my son, QB? Nothing, Kushina. But know this. The people in the black cloak and red clouds are out there, and they were spying on the kid. I had to take care of them. The kid was just as much as shocked as I was to find them out. And you, thank you for the implants. Now the kid is pretty much immortal. I see. What do you mean, Kurama? Why are you telling this to them? They don't need to know about this. Trust me, kid, they do. They're your family. You're not on your own anymore. You have us. As Naruto for the first time was happy, hearing these words, he had somewhere to belong to. Not to the village by being a Kage and gaining the respect, just by being there. And now the two main culprits were dead. Their bodies were found, and the Akatsuki were not happy about this. So, they attacked Konoha soon after that. And let's just say they were not ready for what was about to come towards them. Naruto engaged, using his Sanvestin as well as his blades, Mantis blade that was now electrically charged as well, and his gauntlet, which was also a melee weapon. And in an instant, more than half of the Akatsuki were killed off. As the Rinnegan user was quite shocked, Naruto used his heightened senses as well as his eyes to track down the real culprit behind the Rinnegan abilities and arrived there to slice off his head in a single blow. As now we see, the whole Akatsuki were dealt with, and Naruto has gained a huge reputation by killing them. As now we arrive back at Konoha to see Naruto arrive there in an instant. And all this took place within 8 seconds. And within 8 seconds, which was more than 10 minutes for Naruto in the state of Sanvestin, we see that Naruto has done a lot of damage to the Akatsuki and erased them from the face of the earth altogether. As that is when we arrive there. Congratulations, Naruto. You have earned the title of the Cyber Ninja and have saved the village known as Konoha Gakure no Sato. As the people, civilians, everyone began to cheer his name. And his peers who looked at him and mocked him at one time looked at him differently, filled with envy and some of them even regret, such as Hinata. As his mother then arrived, I'm proud of you, son. I'm very much proud of you. As after that, time began to pass by and Naruto soon became at the age of 13 and even graduated with a headband in his hand. As now we see him standing there with a headband in his hand as his mother arrived. What are you waiting for, son? Your journey doesn't end here. It is the only beginning. You have a lot of life ahead of you and a lot to learn. Your shinobi career has just begun, even if you have a S rank, bingo book and entry on your name as the Cyber Ninja. You got that right, Kajan. This is just only the beginning. I have a lot to learn and a lot to gain from experience as well, from life in general. As Kyuubi came there in a glitch, you're not alone, kid. You have me as well on this. Oh, and Naruto, if you need any more upgrades or, just repairs, just come to me, kid. I'm here as well for you, Thanks, V-san. As Naruto was happy to have such people around him, because his life was only just beginning, and he was gonna live each and every moment of it. And meanwhile, this was going on with Naruto, his brother was finally returning back as well, with his father and his godfather, Jiraiya. Well, 13 years is a long time. Now you're gonna meet your family and your brother. Now remember, kid, Naruto may be your brother, but he has gained a lot, and I mean a lot of reputation. You gotta prove to him that you really are the child of prophecy and above him, said Jiraiya as Minato was resting one day before their arrival. As Jiraiya was telling this to Menma, you don't have to worry about that. I know what's needed to be done and what's not. As we see, Menma's eyes flash red with slits in them before returning back to normal. I will be the one who is in the top, and I will make sure that it is that way, and it will remain that way. Good, kid, said Jiraiya with a smirk. Very good indeed. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more. And yeah, guys, this story may be like a trilogy or, a second movie in the future. Still a short movie though. You know, I'm gonna do something regarding these along the lines in the future as well, but I'm also going to be going according to my schedule as it was the previous month. One movie, one short movie. Now tomorrow will be a movie, and if you want a second part of this short movie, then yeah, all you gotta do is just comment down below and leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for a short story on my second channel as well. It will be up there soon. Anyways, this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!